Everyone. It's the last day of the year. So I know some of you will be watching this later on YouTube, but I just have to say it is January 31st, 2021, and tomorrow is a new year. I don't put much credence on New Year's and start dates, but I know a lot of you do, and I just love to take each day one day at a time. And so as I was looking at what I have on the plans in for me, in just a little over a week, I'll be starting a sales masterclass. And there are many of you out there that feel that, oh, you want to do network marketing, but you don't want to sell. You don't want to be pushy. And there's some myths running out there about sales. Now, I've put food on the table for a number of years uh, doing sales. But I never ever felt like it was a burden or it was hard. And I showed a lot of other people how to do the same thing. And I've had some of the best salespeople were introverts. So what I know is that if you're a human being, you are a communicator. And all you have to do is to have the right help to get yourself tuned up to communicate well with others. When you can communicate well with others, then you are influencing something about them. They're either going to get a smile on their face, they're going to get a new idea, they're going to feel like they have a new friend. That is what life is all about. So all you do is you transition that into sales and you keep the same things. So in the old days, they used to tell you, don't build rapport because you'll lose control of the conversation. They said you've always got to be ready for their objections. And so here's what you say, here's what you say, here's what you say. And I got to tell you, I never ever practiced handling an objection. Where I focused on the front end of the conversation with the person, and I built rapport. Now, there's some simple ways that you can build rapport in 15 seconds. Yes. So I've got that time. So there's a myth out there that you don't want to build rapport because it's going to take too long. No, rapport is not about learning their life history. Rapport is very simple. You have to learn how they receive information. It's not about what you want to tell them. It's about how are they going to receive, and then what do they need? And you can discover that in 15 seconds. But I'm going to show you that in my class. It's a master class. We're going to do a little bit of teaching every day, and then you have homework. And then we come together in a skills-based, facilitated process. We have 3 master classes a week where you're really working with me and the group to grow those skills. We will have live people there so that the practice is possible. Now, if that seems to scare you, I got to tell you, sales skills don't get built if you don't interact. It's that simple. Interact, you get sales skills. So you can learn all the psychology you want. You can go take all the motivational classes you want. You can take all the webinars on how to generate leads. But I got to promise you, you won't learn the sales skills until you practice. And it's so much better to practice with a number of people because you learn from each other. And I love doing group sales classes. Sales is not a skill that I enjoy teaching from the beginning to the end with just one person at a time. So as a mentor, I like to take the environment you're in and I like to help you see how to make that environment successful. So let's come back to rapport because I'm going all over the place here a bit. But there are 3 myths about rapport that I want to debunk today. I am debunking the rapport myth. First of all, rapport building does not take too much time, ever. Because good morning, what I can promise you, if you don't build rapport, you just closed the door to the conversation. So even doctors and medical professionals can learn how to do a little bit better rapport. Now, I don't expect a doctor to come in and say, "How are you doing?" But I would expect a physician or anybody that I know to say, "Hey, what's new? What's going on in your life that's fun?" You can guide the conversation to fun, not to bad news. Because believe it or not, a lot of times people like to share the bad news. Well, if you're going to be upbeat and you're going to engage in a conversation, you need to do that. Now, if people called you, they already know there's already something on their mind. So you want to ask a very, very simple question to build rapport. What prompted you to call today? That's it. Let them take it on. And I got to tell you that a lot of people say a lot of things in a very summarized manner. And that's not enough information for you to start talking to them. So you want to know a few other things about them. So let's just talk about the second myth that everybody creates around rapport. Rapport building is a soft skill. It's where you get engaged with someone. You learn a little bit of something about them. You don't learn their whole life history. But are there people that we deal with that like to share their life history? Yes, they do. They don't know where to begin, so they start at the beginning. And that's okay. That's human nature to not know where to begin, so they start at the beginning. But this is the time conversation that people want to get into, but you can manage that. If you've built rapport, it's like, well, I know that you've got a lot going on in your life. So in order to save you some time, tell me what it is I can help you with today. And then they kindly realize that they're telling you a story because they, one, needed some companionship. So you gave it to them. And you're being very, very nice and polite. And you're helping them move forward because their time is valuable. And you want them to have all the time in the world to make the decisions to buy from you. So if you are looking to formalize sales, I'm going to tell you right now that if you don't know how to do the rapport piece well, then it's probably time for you to just quit until you get the skill. Secondly, you're going to use that rapport building when you message people on Facebook, like, "Wow, how are you? How did we connect? It looks like we have a couple things in common. What is it I can help you with today?" And then leave it alone. I know each of us, and I'm including myself, we want to quickly tell them everything we can give them. But we got to know what they're going to hear, see, feel, taste first. What are they looking for? And that is why you build rapport. You've got to be curious. So rapport is actually the skill that allows you to discover a lot of things about your client that is going to help you help them make choices that are good for themselves. And then lastly, when you build rapport, you're building your authority. Your authority that, wow, you're somebody who listens really, really well. And listening gets you that authority. Good morning. When you listen really, really well, and you can repeat back to people their concern, their issue, their why they called, and I don't mean you parrot back, but you repeat back, you've built some rapport that's going to help them go, "Oh, I like this person. I want to know more about you, the salesperson." So they're going to stay on the phone with you longer. So there's 3 things people say about rapport. One is it takes too much time. Nope, that's not the truth. Another says that, "Oh my God, you're going to open them up and they're going to talk forever." No, because if you have good rapport building skills, you can manage the time. And then the last one is if you don't get them talking, they don't know you, they don't trust you, and they won't hear a thing you say. They just don't. That's human nature. And like, there's probably sitting on the other end of the phone going, who does this person think they are? I don't want this information. They don't even know anything about me yet. They don't even know why I called. So really, rapport is the magic key. Rapport is the magic key to the sale. Rapport is the magic key to setting up maybe future conversations, because sometimes sales don't happen on the first call. So if you're really ready, I want you to take me up on my offer. It's very economical. It's a nominal cost of $27 for you to join me on January 10th of 2022. We're going to do some skill building for you, some professional sales skill building. I've done it for over 35 years. I've helped people launch their businesses using these same skills. I've helped people become top producers in companies using these same skills. And what I'm bringing it to now is all the network marketers and all the affiliate marketers that say, oh, I've got to stay home to do my business. Then let me help you help yourself be more successful in 2022. So you just use this link, successwithmarla.com. You find link number 3 and you come on in and you get yourself registered. And as soon as you get yourself registered, you'll get some communications from me. And then I'll start setting you up for how things are going to work. And I'm also going to have a conversation with you so that I understand, where have you been? What have you done? And if you were to make a self-assessment of areas that you'd like to strengthen, I want to know those, because this is a personalized, customized class. It's a facilitated class. And so I don't have pat answers. What I have are strategies that you get to put on, that you get to try, just like you're in the dressing room putting on a new dress, and we're going to see what works for you. So I'm starting a new trend out here, which is I'm not lecturing. I'm not doing webinars. The most lecturing I'm doing is on these videos. I'm going to help you, just like a gym coach might, exercise, practice, and develop new skills, because that's all you need to be more successful than you already are. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.